India made a version of Amelia Perez, what would it be called? Probably Amelia Patel, huh? It would 100% be better, though. The songs definitely would be.
Yep.
Juice!
Hey, welcome back to our Stupid Record. Corbin.
I'm Amelia Patel.
You can follow us on Instagram, Twitter for more juicy content. Like every show on Patreon, follow us Twitter accounts, like button.
Dev Patel.
Who's that?
He's doing a horror movie.
A horror movie?
Yep.
Nice.
Starring. He's acting. He's not directing. He's acting in it in a horror movie.
Today we got a. This is people talking about Shah Rukh Khan.
People. This is a video of just people talking about Shah Rukh Khan. Wow.
It's something about like 5 times.
Do we have any more of these? Can we have just people talking about Amitabh Bachchan? People talking
We've done
about
that before.
Sanjay Leela Bhansali, people talking about Ali Abad, people talking about Ram Charan.
Yes, I'll get on that for
Let's just start our own. Let's start a separate channel and call People Talking About
Shah Rukh Khan.
That's it.
5 times he did a role for free, apparently.
Oh,
but he needs the money, so he shouldn't do that.
Yeah,
he's hurting for money.
I mean, seriously, what are you doing?
I have to say that they have shown me
who's that
special care, especially Shah Rukh Khan. Nobody
was a day we would have said
it's a story. It is not going to happen in future. The fact is, he knew the budget of Hey Ram. He just wanted to be part of it. And when we hamesha interviews mein bolte hain, I just want to be part of a film. That's enough. And I just want to touch Kamal Hassan. That is enough. All that he said. But people will say, "Ye to dialogue bazi hai." They say these nice things to please each other. But he actually did it. When the budget ran over, he didn't even ask for his remuneration. So,
really?
Yeah.
He didn't take money?
No.
We got to touch Kamal Hassan.
Oh.
That is the kind of, wo to kehna hi padta hai. And I keep telling him that he says, wo baat chhodiye. Kaun kehta hai?
Kitna tha, sir?
What? It's a wristwatch.
What?
He did the film for a wristwatch.
Really?
I don't know what he got the rights.
What kind of watch?
Now I got it from.
Then he did get paid.
I was so happy because he deserves it.
He did get paid.
100 crores,
his watch or like a Rolex?
He deserves another 100 crores.
Wow.
For that.
He got paid.
Mind. It's right. I have no qualms. What is the value of the film now? I never thought that way now.
Wow.
Because he deserves it. And he is a partner of Hey Ram, and it's rightful that the Hindi rights are with him. I'm so glad.
He did Dulha Mil Gaya for me. Which is quite a big role.
What would be great is if everybody said he wasn't paid, but we gave him a wristwatch.
एक theory ये है कि शाहरुख ने बोला कि चलो ये फिल्म आपकी डूब रही है, मैं आ रहा हूँ बचाने के लिए, और उन्होंने 52 मिनट का रोल किया. एक थियरी ये है. दूसरा कि एक्चुअली शाहरुख लीड थे इस फिल्म में, बट ही वॉकड आउट ऑफ द फिल्म. क्या था एक्चुअल ट्रूथ?
दोनों गलत. मैंने एक कहानी थी. It was about a rich model who was Trinidadian, and a story of her friend who's in love with an Indian, who's not in love with an Indian girl, but he's married to her for some majburi. The point is that if I'm showing Sushmita Sen as a trillionaire, then the person who's opposite her, no matter how brief the role, has to be someone of stature.
वजूद वाला.
अगर वो अपने प्राइवेट प्लेन से उतरता है तो लगना चाहिए कि वो प्लेन उसकी है. So Sushmita said, why don't you ask Shah Rukh? So I told Mudassar Aziz, who's the director, first time director, मैंने कहा मैं शाहरुख के पास ले जाऊंगा. He has to say yes to you, not to me. But that didn't happen. Mudassar went ready to narrate. He took the script, kept it. He said, Vivek, पहली बार आया, पिक्चर कर रहा हूँ, पैसे नहीं लूंगा.
उन्होंने स्क्रिप्ट सुनी?
कुछ जो तुम करवाओगे मैं करूँगा, मुझे स्क्रिप्ट सुनना नहीं. So he did the film. But the truth is that the role was exactly 42 minutes in the script. उसमें एक गाना था, एक टाइटल सॉन्ग था, एक वॉइस ओवर था, और सेकेंड हाफ में full 40 minutes was his. First half में 2-3 minutes
So strange to me.
So exactly as we wanted, Shah Rukh ne wo kiya.
The focus on how much screen time somebody gets.
Script, he was so brilliant, he was so convincing.
Mr. Shah Rukh Khan is a very kind-hearted soul. He went out of his way to accommodate this film.
In fact, he insisted that he wanted to be part of it after I told him a bit of the story while we were shooting for Zero in the US.
शाहरुख साहब के साथ मैं जीरो कर रहा था और उस वक्त मैंने रॉकेटरी के बारे में जिक्र की थी। उनके जन्मदिन पे मैं जब चला गया तो उन्होंने कहा मैडी यार मुझे वो स्क्रिप्ट अभी याद है, तुम्हारे पिक्चर का मैं हिस्सा बनना चाहता हूँ, मुझे पीछे से पासिंग करवा दी तुम्हारे पिक्चर में। तो मुझे लगा कि वो मजाक कर रहे हैं। मैं उनसे गले मिला और मैंने कहा बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया कि आपने मेरा स्क्रिप्ट के बारे में अभी तक याद रखा है, तो थैंक यू वेरी मच। तो उन्होंने कहा नहीं यार मैडी मैं सीरियस हूँ। मैंने कहा हाँ सर। कहता कुछ भी करा ले, बैकग्राउंड में पासिंग करा ले या कुछ करा ले, पर मैं तुम्हारा पिक्चर का हिस्सा बनना चाहता हूँ। 3 दिन बाद सरिता ने कहा, मेरी बीवी ने मुझसे कहा कि देखिए खान साहब ने इतने प्यार से कहा, उनको कम से कम मैसेज तो कर दीजिए कि थैंक यू आपने मेरे स्क्रिप्ट के और याद रखा। तो मैंने उनको नहीं, उनके असिस्टेंट को, उनके मैनेजर को मैंने मैसेज किया, तो फौरन उनका मैसेज आएगा कि भैया खान साहब पूछ रहे हैं कि आपको डेट्स कब देना है। तो मैंने कहा मजाक मत करो यार, ऐसे उम्मीदें मत दो मुझे, खामखा मैं मतलब उम्मीद बढ़ जाएगी फिर मेरी।
हाँ, ख्याली पुलाव जो हम पका रहे हैं।
फिर उसके बाद पता चला कोई आया नहीं, बट ही वॉज वेरी सीरियस। और फिर मैंने कहा कि ऐसे बैकग्राउंड पासिंग वाला रोल नहीं है, एक बकायदा अच्छा खासा रोल है 40 मिनट का जो है एक्चुअली गेस्ट अपीयरेंस पर, आप देख लीजिए।
40 मिनट का गेस्ट अपीयरेंस कैसे
नहीं मतलब 40 मिनट लगभग उसका। हाँ। तो नहीं, पर आप देखिए मैं कुछ बोलना नहीं चाहता क्योंकि खान साहब फिर उन्होंने कहा कि आपको बताइए कि डेट क्या चाहिए और क्या करना है। इस फिल्म को उन्होंने हिंदी में भी की और इंग्लिश में भी मेरे साथ, और उन्होंने कोई पैसे नहीं लिए। उन्होंने अपने कॉस्ट्यूम के लिए नहीं, अपने असिस्टेंट्स के लिए नहीं, अपने कैरावैन के लिए नहीं, जब वक्त आने वाले थे उस वक्त पे आए, उन्होंने अपना काम किया, मुझे गले लगाए और चले गए।
For somebody to do that in the industry without making me feel so indebted has got to be a huge amount of grace in that personality. You've always been fond of him. My wife is a huge fan of his, and he's gone out of his way every time we've met to make her feel special. I'll never forget that. I mean, I've learned how to be a star and how to make people's life more easy.
Shah Rukh Khan
largely from Shah Rukh.
We must take a moment to say what Mr. Shah Rukh Khan agreed to do for Brahmastra is something we put a credit saying eternally grateful, because there was no other way to express
Brahmastra didn't pay him?
I'm so happy people are loving his sequence because I can feel that unanimously.
I'm pretty sure
everybody's enjoyed that sequence a lot. And I'm so happy that we managed to make that sequence so good, because when he agreed to be a part of this film and to open the film with his personality and to take it forward, it was just like, I couldn't believe that he had agreed. We needed it so much for the opening of the film. We owe him a lot. And I hope that someday we are all able to be that generous to somebody else who needs that kind of help. And we're so excited that he's part of this film. When I see Shah Rukh sir now, I sometimes feel like, I said this I think in some other interview also, that I feel like I can't really look him in the eye because I feel such a sense of gratitude for the fact that he just agreed to come in and do a sequence for Brahmastra and just help us, honestly. And it was just a very, very large-hearted thing to do, and I respect and love him, and I'm eternally grateful for it.
Speaking of which, getting paid, did you pay Shah Rukh for Ae Dil Hai Mushkil to make a cameo?
No, neither for Brahmastra.
Brahmastra
he shot 14 days.
14 days for free.
I don't think he's ever asked me for money, even for a film he's done. It's whatever is given is given. Our contracts with Shah Rukh, it's a pleasure to work with you. Thank you so much, and that's the contract.
नहीं देता मुझे एक्टिंग, but genuinely मैं नहीं लेता हूँ. मैं एंडोर्समेंट्स के लेता हूँ, मैं लाइव शोज के लेता हूँ, मैं बहुत मेहनत से काम करता हूँ, लेकिन फिल्मों में मैं हमेशा सब डायरेक्टर प्रोड्यूसर को कहता हूँ आप फिल्म में लगा दो पैसा, फिल्म अच्छी होनी चाहिए. बट जेन्युइनली मैं कह रहा हूँ, मैं ये आप किसी भी प्रोड्यूसर कभी यहाँ आपकी अदालत में जिन्होंने मेरे साथ काम किया वो आपको कहेंगे शाहरुख कभी भी पैसा नहीं मांगता, कहता फिल्म में लगा दो, बच जाए, अगर कमा लो तो दे देना वरना मत देना. और ये सच बता रहा हूँ मैंने पिछले 15-20 साल में किसी से ये नहीं बोला मुझे फिल्म का पैसा चाहिए, लेकिन मैं दूसरे काम इतने करता हूँ और उनसे कमाता हूँ और उनसे खाता हूँ. बट मैं सच बता रहा हूँ, मैं झूठ नहीं कह रहा हूँ बिल्कुल, क्योंकि मैंने अच्छी फिल्में की हैं, बुरी फिल्में की हैं, लेकिन मुझको जेन्युइनली ऐसा लगता है मेरे लिए फिल्म बनाना एक पूजा है, मेरे लिए पार्टी है वो. तो मैं बहुत उसी तरह से, मैं धंधे की तरह फिल्मों में काम करता ही नहीं. बाकी सारी चीजें मैं बिजनेस की तरह करता हूँ, लेकिन मैं फिल्मों में काम जेन्युइनली पैसे नहीं लेकर करता. दिस इज माई ग्रेटेस्ट थिंग दैट आई कैन डू, टू एक्ट इन फिल्म्स. तो मैं उससे कभी भी बिजनेस की तरह आज तक एक्टर की तरह नहीं किया मैंने. अगर मैं ऐसे ही करता रहा तो मैं एक दिन फकीर बन जाऊंगा. सच बता रहा हूं, मैं सारा दिन मैं फिल्में बनाता हूं और मेरी जिंदगी का सबसे बड़ा होप ये है कि मैं जो भी फिल्म बनाऊं बहुत ज्यादा लोग देखकर उसको खुशी महसूस करें, कमाई के लिए नहीं. और एक दिन हिंदुस्तान में एक ऐसी फिल्म बनाऊं, मैं बड़ा इस मामले में नेशनलिस्ट हूं, कि ऐसी फिल्म बनाऊं कि दुनिया देखकर कहेगा यार इंडिया के अंदर बेस्ट फिल्में बनती है. तो आई वांट टू बी पार्ट ऑफ दैट. दैट्स माय ड्रीम.
So as we all expected, Shah Rukh Khan's an asshole. So he doesn't take money like at all?
I'm so confused. How does he not take money, but yet he's the highest paid actor on earth? I'm really confused.
I think he's the richest actor.
And he doesn't make his money from his acting?
At least not on the front end, I guess. I don't know if he has like deals where like he gets part of the proceeds. Obviously, he owns a production house. So he definitely gets money from that. He does a ton of ads, and he does a ton of brand deals, and he does a ton of stuff. And so maybe he takes it from some, but it looks like for a lot of them, he doesn't.
Yeah, I guess so.
My guess is that he has like, you're not going to pay me for this. I will be a producer, and so I'll make money on the film if it makes money. That would be my guess. Obviously, he's so rich, he doesn't ever need to take money for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
And also maybe he invested well. Obviously, if you have so much money, you never need to work because your money will make money for you. It's kind of insane.
Yeah.
But yeah, so, I mean, it's great. I mean, very few actors can do that. Just say I can't take money because I just want to be part of your project.
Yeah.
Because most people aren't worth $800 million.
Right.
But I imagine like the other ones, at least in India, are similar. Like Big B, I bet he doesn't take an absorbent amount of money to do roles nowadays, because he doesn't. I mean, we know who does. I love you, Akshay. So, but yeah, I'm curious though. Obviously, my guess is that he'll take money on the back end if a film makes money.
And there may be,
some of them.
There's times where it happens in all industries where somebody wants to work on something so bad. Like, I promise you, Daniel Craig didn't make a penny for his place in the Star Wars film. He just wanted to be in a Star Wars film.
Yeah, no, that happens all the time.
All the time. Yeah.
And stuff like when Heath Ledger died, Jude Law, Colin Farrell, and Johnny Depp all did the movie and donated everything that they would have made to Heath's daughter. And so they didn't make anything. They just wanted Heath's last film to be able to be finished and made.
Yeah.
Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus, in case you don't know that.
And there are a lot of actors who, and I don't know if this is the case and it wasn't discussed, but a lot of actors, once they've reached a stature where they're getting sent scripts and they're on the A-list, that they do just take back end.
Yeah.
And they say, if the movie makes money, I get this percentage of the profits. If it doesn't make money, don't pay me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which, that would be my take on it. Once you reach a certain level and you're working with people.
Yeah.
And and you're the driving force of the film to say, look, put my money where the mouth is. If the movie makes money, if you make your money back and you have some profit, you can give me a percentage of that profit. Yeah. But other than that, just recoup your money. Yeah.
Yeah, it's great because obviously they get to use those resources in other areas to hopefully better the film.
Yeah, and that's I hope all of that is 100% true because we have heard many stories from reputable people in the industry that mostly on the interviews that we've watched that one of the biggest problems with budgets in films, particularly in the Hindi industry, are name actor stars taking 70% of the budget.
Yeah. I know that this is true for Shah Rukh Khan. What we've heard here. Those other ones, I think, are kind of everybody else. But once again, nobody is as rich as him.
Right. But it is the figures and stuff I've heard. It's just confusing, and I don't need to know the answer about being whether he's the highest paid actor or he's just the richest actor.
Richest.
And yeah,
I think a lot of that has to do with, like you said, brand deals, endorsements.
Yeah.
Just also, I don't know. What if they have like
and I hope
residuals.
I hope he meant what he said at the end there about he wants to be in the film that the whole world says that this film coming out of India is like the greatest film in the world. I hope he means that.
I think he does. But I also think he wants to make films that just make people happy as well.
Yeah. I think he's hoping it would be both.
Yeah, of course. I would love for him to like collaborate with like Tom Cruise at some point.
Yeah.
Like a big action movie
With them. Make him
a Bond villain. He'd be a great Bond villain.
Yeah, he'd be a really good Bond villain.
I think that would be awesome to kind of introduce him to the world that way. Or the West, not the world.
Yeah, the West.
The West.
Make him a Bond villain. You could also make him a villain in a Mission Impossible film.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Yeah. He'd make a really good villain.
You could make a great villain.
And you have to make
and
him
watch Shah Rukh Khan and Tom Cruise fight.
I love you. Tom. Anyways, let us know any other information we need to know down below. And what should be our next Shah Rukh Khan film that we should watch? Please let us know down below.
Juice!